What's up, iHeartRadio? It's Old Dominion.
You can listen to our brand new album, Memory Lane, on iHeartRadio. It features Some Horses Can't Break Up Now, featuring Megan Maroney, the title track Memory Lane, and more. Hope you love it. Stay Drunk is, it's about a girl. It's about a girl. The lyric seems to be two people that understand each other. They compliment each other, accept each other. They feel good to be on the ride together. It's always interesting to go back and listen to the original, voice memo of it after the whole cut has been done and all the changes have been made and after bringing it to the guys and stuff. So yeah, that's kind of how it started out.
Yeah, I remember it was funny. Like you had sent us this like snippet of it, and we for a long time were trying to bounce around chorus ideas. Like you would record a chorus idea and we would all like shoot it down. Then I would record one. They would all shoot it down. Then Trevor would record one. We'd all shoot it down. We never could it was over text message for a long time trying to figure out what this song was gonna be. And then ultimately we all got in the same room finally and brought it together with Josh Osborne to help us get out of our own way a little bit.
Yeah.
Can't Break Up Now is about two people with a lot of history and that tough point that unfortunately some people get to where maybe a change needs to happen, but it's kind of hard to reconcile it and imagine that this is where your life has taken you as a couple. There's no way this can be happening to us is really the crux of that song. I think it can also be a hopeful song and inspiring to really dig in and work on it and fix it and commit to a relationship that obviously has been, through quite a journey.
I should have married you. I mean, I think it's probably about a little bit of realization. A guy who is talking about the one that got away. Which I think everybody maybe has one of those. Right, our classic sad song to up-tempo.
Sad bop.
Sad bop.
Sad bop.
Yeah, it's about being lonely. And Both Sides of the Bed it's the post-breakup song. It's the reality of being in your own space and where you used to have someone and now you're just you, and can be a tormenting spot to be in where you're just literally just staring at the ceiling, evaluating, your choices. It's a tough spot to be in, to be like, wow, I've got all this room in this lonely bed. So.
And everything's going to be okay. I know it.
How good is that? Was your title?
Yeah, it was my title. I actually had a little groove and a bunch of other kind of parts to that, but I think the only thing we kept was the title, and then we just switched around. I mean, I think it's just sort of, the song's just about realizing that, life is a gift and you got to enjoy every day, and the good, the bad.
It's almost like a cousin to No Such Thing as a Broken Heart. Yeah, it's like you said, there's always going to be negatives in life, but overall life is a net positive, and you just have to appreciate, all of the positive that's there every day.
Yeah, I really love the line, maybe it ain't all good, but I swear it's all right. There's something about that line. It's it's a very simple line, but I feel that when we sing it.
This song, Sleep Without Drinking, I think it's just about, man, the guy's, he's at a crossroads here, he's trying to get over, he wants to stop thinking about her, but he likes, still in love, and, I think we've all been there. Yeah.
I know.
I
think Caught in a Catch-22 is like that sums up that whole song right there.
Yeah. And I think, I don't know, is that a different kind of vibe for us?
Yeah, it's like it took us a little bit to wrangle that one. We cut it twice, actually.
We did, yeah.
Because we missed it the first time, but we thought, there's something here. The song is special, and we just aren't serving it right. So we took it back into the studio and tried again. I think we got it this time.
Yeah, I think it's like that sort of riff that is underneath it, I think is maybe something that we don't do very often. So that's kind of what set it apart, at least musically. Beautiful
Go
Sky.
ahead, yeah.
So Josh Osborne, we wrote that, the three of us wrote that with Josh, and he kind of, it's one of those things where sometimes you bring in a little half half-baked idea, and he played, what he thought was the verse, which was actually ended up being the chorus, and it got to the end, and he said, the way you make everything blue, you'd make a beautiful sky, and I was like.
You started laughing. Because in my mind, I thought, like, that's the coolest song. That's the coolest hook of all time. But everyone else thought that I was making fun of him, but I didn't like it.
We thought he was laughing Josh out of the room.
Tell
Like,
him how you really
nice
feel,
song. Yeah.
No, I was just like, wow. I mean, again, we write so many songs and hear so many things, and the more you write, it's harder to find something that makes you excited. And that was just a perfect example of, like, it's just been sitting there in the world the whole time, and he picked it out. So it's pretty easy to go, that's what we're doing today.
Yeah, that's what we're going to write today. Yeah. Love Drunk and Happy is a song we wrote with, it was Trevor and myself and Jesse Joe Dillon and Matt Dragstrom. I think the original title that I had was High Drunk and Happy. And for whatever reason, it wound up being changed for the better, in my opinion. It's just kind of that philosophy, I think, that we all aspire to. We just want to live a life that's full and happy and fun, and at the end be able to look back and go, I did it. I made the most out of the time that I have here. And I think we sort of captured that in sort of a barroom sort of feel. Hot Again, the idea for Hot Again came from a meeting where we were trying to figure out what we needed to do. I feel like we had reached a point in our career where the rug felt like it got pulled out from underneath of us because of COVID and all this other stuff, and we were just all scrambling, trying to figure out what the next move was. And our promoter said, we need to get hot again. And we all took that as a challenge. And then we were like, we got to write a song called Hot Again. We didn't really know what it was going to be, just to honor that mantra. And that's what came out, is this sort of like rekindle this relationship type of song. Let's dig in and really make this something special again, because we had it. And so I think we were taking what was happening in our careers, but putting it in relationship form.
Freedom Like You, we wrote this at my house, me, Matthew, and Trevor, with Jordan Davis. And, I think, was that your idea?
Yes.
Yeah. It's a great song for us because I feel like it's a little bit more rock, which I think that our band at heart all came from, a more rock background. So it's easy for us to kind of fall into that land. And, Jordan, he did, it was just a great day, smoking some cigars on the porch, and we kind of just took that one from him.
I think we all thought we were there to write a Jordan Davis song, including Jordan. Then we were like, no, that one's not for you. That one's for us.
Ain't Got to Worry in the World is a song that the three of us wrote with Shane McAnally and Josh Osborne on the road some years ago. We chose not to record it for at least one album.
It was we wrote it while we were writing for our third album. Yeah,
and it was just one of those that sometimes you just dig through some songs you've written and listen to it again and just thought, how has this been sitting here, And once you bring it to life in the studio, it just becomes this other thing. But that was a great day, an interesting day of recording that song. We recorded it down in Key West when a lot of things were happening in the world and in our worlds that were not positive. And it was very interesting to sit down and bring that song to life on a day like that. But it was kind of healing too. Because it's hard on days like that to remember that life's going to be okay. So that's just a really fun song. And having Blake Shelton join us on it was great. He's such a legend, so it was a big honor to have him on it too.